Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Here we go, set.
Off of play action, Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bears take over. Looking to put a drive together. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Looking to throw is Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing is Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Williams going to look to throw again. Ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We're gonna set. 80. Reset.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the air, Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos able to tag on the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
And Darnold's going to change the play.
1st and goal, Seattle.
Here's Walker. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Walker once more. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14 to 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 40. That's another Bears first down. First and goal.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
What is going on?
To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that will lead to a third and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it, right?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ken Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Looking to put a drive together.
What is that?
To throw, Williams. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
What is it up?
Throw left side complete. That's more. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What is it?
Here's Williams.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Williams looking to do it himself. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw, it's Williams. And Walker with it over the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
To the air once more, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The give is to McLaughlin. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they think,
oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, when we do games together, we don't see a ton of these, but always impressive when someone can get through that quickly, Charles, and get a hand on a field goal attempt.
And the key to success for them on that play, to get off on the snap, they timed it like they knew exactly when it was coming, and that set him up to deliver the block kick.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Faking the give, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and 4.
Go set. Ready.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 75. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Jason Myers.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Bears 14. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore with his second touchdown here in his first half. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 8.
We go set.
Darnold. Wow, and that is incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Yards to go.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And just shedding him off there.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this will be a Bears first down. Good running, gets him to about the 44.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Donald Parham, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point. And we are all tied at 28.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Darnold. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Looking to throw is Williams. That is caught. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads. Down, he lost the football. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A gain of 6. That's good.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Williams loses the football. And a Seahawk, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Myers connects on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing is Williams. A pass complete to Adunzo. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, a 22-yard scamper. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 49. Bears 35. Michael Dixon to kick off for
The
Seattle.
kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, here's Williams. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, Adunzo wide open. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown,
Chicago.
Rome Odunze, 51 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for two?
The two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone, and the two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Bears 43. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And it's 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead. Usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught.
There he goes again. Inside the 20.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker,
72 yards.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And that now 6 rushing touchdowns for him. And that ties him with Alvin Kamara, who on Christmas Day of 2020 also went for 6 touchdowns. And this is quickly turning into one of the great individual performances in NFL history.
Now a toss going left. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And some room to work. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Play action. It's Donald. And he's got a man. Downfield is Horton.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Well, Darnold keeps it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.